Now, as the conflict in Syria rages on, foreign agencies such as NGOs have been quick to provide their own versions of what's happening. These reports are often unconfirmed, as the NGOs themselves aren't held accountable for what they say. But that hasn't stopped NATO from being swayed before and weighing in with deadly force, as RT's Marina Portnar reports.
It was billed as a necessary humanitarian intervention, requiring NATO warplanes to rain bombs on Libya. Before the U.S.-led attack on Muammar Gaddafi's forces came unconfirmed allegations from Western-funded non-governmental organizations.
Friday and Saturday we got information that in the Gaddafi forces there could have been mercenaries.
These mercenaries seem to have carte blanche to pillage and kill all civilians without distinction.
According to a new report by the Center for the Study of Interventionism, many Western NGOs exaggerated the circumstances in Libya to expedite the campaign led by America, Britain, and France. Some admitted mistakes after the damage was done.
But today we have to admit that we have no evidence that Gaddafi employed mercenary forces.
Unfortunately, we have seen a very cozy, close relationship building up between certain big, powerful NGOs. I'm thinking of Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International. They are supposed to be an objective body which monitors standards equally and, of course, doesn't take sides. We've seen these organizations, as I say, entering into an excessively cozy relationship with, for example, the United States government, but also with other powerful Western allies, over Libya and over other issues.
Currently, the most pressing issue is Syria. After more than a year of violence, critics say Western-funded NGOs appear to be following the same pattern.
The equivalent, if you like, of the Libyan League for Human Rights, which is called the Damascus Center for Human Rights, has played exactly the same role. They've made statements to the Human Rights Council. They've alleged crimes against humanity. They've called for safe havens and armed intervention in that country. And they are quite clearly political lobbyists who are trying to secure a military intervention against Syria along the lines of the one that was voted, or at least approved, last year against Libya.
In order for Kony to be arrested this year.
This infamous Kony 2012 movie came from California-based NGO Invisible Children. It said the film aimed to end the use of child soldiers and promote peace in the Ugandan civil war. But according to U.S. Embassy cables posted by WikiLeaks, Invisible Children provided Uganda's authorities with intelligence in 2009 that led to the arrest of several regime opponents.
I'm willing to believe that that was not the one time that Invisible Children provided information to the Ugandan authorities. What else do we not know in terms of their relations with the Ugandan government? We know that they paid for the airfare of prominent Ugandans, including politicians, whom they knew were supportive of their position in terms of supporting the military approach, to come here and help promote the so-called LRA Disarmament Act. That bill was passed, it was signed by the president, and it paved the way for the introduction of U.S. troops into Uganda.
NGOs are not currently held accountable for the information they publish, no matter how much collateral damage false facts may cause. Left unregulated, critics believe some non-governmental organizations will continue paving the way for conflict rather than advocating peaceful solutions. Marina Portnar, RT, New York.